Hey guys, this is Big Cat with the Savage Podcast, and with me today there is Macho Bear Gaming
Hello.
and Commander Marty Gaming. Say hello, guys.
Hello, hello.
And
Hi.
today, introduction to the podcast. Now we're going to be talking about some plans on
Don't
the
wanna talk about
podcast,
dicks.
and I'm saying we're going to upload a podcast once a week, I would say.
Also, guys, just so you guys know, on occasion I'll do a little side podcast on my channel where we talk about like creepypasta and other horror stuff we don't get to talk about in the regular show.
Yeah, his will be the after show of the podcast. Be sure to go to his channel and subscribe for that. And also subscribe to Commander Marty, because he is upcoming in YouTube. He needs some of them subscribers.
Yeah.
But plans, we'll upload one podcast every week. Same format as this. Basically in a Skype call with each other. And we'll be talking about random topics, anywhere from like horror stuff to new movies, to anything. Like games that we love to play. It's just like a giant pot of topics that we're going to be pulling from. But
A potluck, if you will.
yes, a potluck. Okay, now going on into the podcast, I want to talk about the scariest experiences you guys have ever had.
Well, I really don't know of many scary experiences. You guys can go first because I'm still thinking.
Okay. Well, I have one off the top of my head,
Okay.
which is actually in my house. There's a ghost in my house. I know some of you listeners will not be believing me right now, but I do have a ghost.
I've seen it.
It goes up and down my stairs. I live in a 2-story house, by the way. And it goes from the bottom of my stairs to the top and then disappears.
I once saw it when I woke up in the middle of the night and I defecated all over his bed.
Yeah, I have that, and me seeing it was probably the scariest experience of my life.
Yeah.
That is ghost-wise. No, like, actual scariest experiences probably would be, anywhere from being on a tall building and scared of falling off or something.
That is me for sure. I hate heights.
Okay, Marty, have you had any scary experiences?
Yeah. I was on a lawnmower, and I was up on a hill too. No one's home, so I had to go ask my papa for help. Like, pushing it, because like every time I put gas in, it wouldn't start, and I had to push it. And we couldn't push up the hill, and we couldn't push down the hill, so he pulled the little pin out behind it, started rolling back. I was on top of it, and I about went over a bank and scared the shit out of me.
Whoa, that actually is pretty scary.
Alright, I have a few. If you're done, Marty, I mean.
I'm done. That's it.
I have one supernatural one, I think, where I live in a house I used to live in. We're going to clean it up and sell it soon. And one day, the lady that used to own the house had passed away. And that same day, supposedly someone lived in my room at that time. And the lights flickered and the TV was turning on. And I was like, it's probably just a power sort something. And then the weirdest thing happened. My TV turned on to static. I mean, it did that sometimes. I thought, like, there's a loose cable. And then my bed just pressed down like someone was laying on it. And I was home alone, so I just ran out of the house screaming and ran to my friends, like, right next to me. And then, aside from that, I had a couple. Oh, yeah, I was at Disney World, and I rode the Summit, which is a water slide that's roughly 120 feet tall. And when the guy pushed me off the side to go, I went off wrong and flew, and I didn't touch it until about 80 feet down.
Ah.
And then there's one more, and I can't remember what it was, but it scared the hell out of me. Okay, I got it. I was watching a show called Mr. Meaty. It's a really old, weird TV show.
I remember that show.
It was about 2006 or 2007. I was really young, and I ran through the house. And I didn't cry, but I had ran over a piece of metal, and it cut my foot open. And instead of stitching it back together, they glued it together.
Oh yeah, I remember that story you told me.
It sucked.
So in your house, the TV turned on a static like the poltergeist.
I mean, yeah. I mean, now that I look back at it, she was a sweet old lady. But still, it's creepy when you're there in the moment, home alone.
Yeah, like anything's scary when you're
And like
alone,
normally,
pretty much.
I don't care what season it is. My room at that house is hot. When we go to like clean it up and stuff, we obviously don't live there anymore. But when we go to clean it up and stuff, you know, like my room's really hot. But that day it was freezing, and it was before I had my fan.
Wait, didn't one time your window in your room shut by itself?
It might have. I can't say that I remember it very well, but it could have. Now my cousin, he supposedly lived in a haunted house or two, but I don't know. I can't recall the story too well because it's been like years since I've heard it.
Okay, well, since we got that done with the scary experiences, what do you have planned on the after show, Macho?
Well, it's going to be called the Savage Sideshow, and as you know, most sideshows were commonly associated with freaks, such as sword swallowing, fire breathing, and people with physical abnormalities. So it's going to be like a creepier show, and it's going to be discussing stuff like creepypasta, scary experiences, in general, like stuff that scares us, horror movies. Like over the week while I was at Florida, I watched The Exorcist. Dear God.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The filming locations, that's like, I think it's up north in like, in Pennsylvania, if I recall.
I do have a subject to talk about on my channel, though, in a minute. It's about, what I'm thinking about my first subject being is going to be haunted movie sets or cursed movie franchises.
Oh, I have a good one on that one.
Is it The Poltergeist?
It's not only that one, but it's another one. We'll talk about it on your show, on his channel. Links in the description, as well as Commander Marty's. Next topic, we're going to be talking about the new movies coming out, or have come out, like the new Star Wars that is coming out. Any opinions on that?
Well, okay, so obviously there's a new director. I cannot remember his name. And he has, you know, I mean, obviously George Lucas has the pizzazz, if you will, to make the movies really Star Warsy, but judging what people said from his ideas, the movies were not going to be as good. Some of the ideas were really bad.
Yeah, but people say he has the same vision as George Lucas in the franchise itself.
Maybe he does. Hopefully he does. I've seen some trailers. Some say Han Solo will be a bad guy.
No. They got their
Yeah,
own.
it's
They got
cousin
their shit
Guitar
wrong.
Solo.
No.
Not Guitar Solo. Maybe it is his brother Guitar Solo, or his cousin Bass Solo,
Or his uncle Drum Solo.
or his nephew Trumpet Solo,
Okay, Marty, what were you saying about this?
or maybe his brother Han Duet.
The director is J.J. Abrams.
Okay.
First of all. And I can't wait to see this new clone trooper. She was in a trailer. She's wearing like a black clone trooper suit with a cape, she was like a bounty hunter.
Oh yeah, there's one more thing to
That's a
discuss
woman,
about that one. The clone troopers are no longer replicas of Django. They have black.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going on to the next movie, which is Ted 2. I've already seen this movie.
I have not.
I don't know about you guys, but it's a great movie. Really funny. It's just as good or better than the first one, in my opinion. Now, what do you guys expect out of this movie, since you guys have not seen it?
Well, I haven't seen Ted in general.
Get the fuck out.
And you're a bear, and you haven't seen Ted.
This is true.
So is Ted like your cousin?
Yeah, we don't talk much.
Yeah, you was the boy. Yeah, he tells this story.
Yeah.
Macho was the big old bear bully. Ted was like the little toy that no one liked.
I was a sweetheart.
50 years later, Ted became a movie star.
Last time I checked, I'm not 50.
No, not you, Ted.
Ted's a little bitch. I'm kidding.
Okay, I'm
Your
gonna
mom
have to,
just pretty upset that he became a movie star, and he wants vengeance, so he never saw either of the Ted movies. He's like, fuck you.
okay, I'm gonna take a quick pause, a little break right here. We'll be back here shortly. Okay, and we are back on the Savage Podcast. We're gonna continue talking about new movies. Do you guys have any new movies you guys want to voice your opinion about?
Jurassic World.
Yeah, Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt.
Enough said.
Great movie, great movie.
You know the only reason why I wanted to go see it just because to see Chris Pratt. That's the only reason.
I still haven't seen it. I'm uncultured.
Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, there's they say in 2017 there's supposed to be a Wolverine movie coming out.
I think he'll be retired by then. Because he said he's gonna be done with Wolverine.
So I found out something interesting about Wolverine. Since we're on the topic of him, in the original Marvel concept of him, he's 5'3", but the actor that plays him, Hugh Jackman, he's 6'2".
You know what? Okay, this is a different topic, but I was reading this thing online about Marvel and I think DC superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them are like just as bad as villains.
Yeah, some of them are.
Yeah, Wolverine. This is a little fact in the comics that he killed like his own kids.
He did, as
Yeah,
far as
there
I
was
know.
one, he drowned his son in a puddle. No, you heard me right, a puddle.
Also, Wolverine is immortal.
You Butch, no, still you have no power. Yeah.
You like swimming, do ya?
Okay, moving on to the next topic. 'Cause I don't want to spend too long on the movies. About the new video games coming out, such as Battlefront, Black Ops 3, Ark. You name
Ark.
it. Technically, the Ark is already out.
Well, early access.
What's the other game?
The one game in this list that I'm really looking forward to is Star Wars Battlefront.
Oh God, yes.
I know,
saw
sound like
gameplay
nerds,
on PC for the PC and it looked really good.
Little known fact, unless you're into the expanded universe, to my knowledge, this is a little fact. Boba Fett doesn't die.
Yes.
He
Yeah.
escapes to Sarlacc and continues his career as a bounty hunter.
Yay.
But Darth Vader is dead. He is dead as a damn doornail.
He's dead.
He's the cashy now.
Yeah, but the
he's-
graphics. Have you seen the trailer for this game?
Yes,
It is
it's
amazing. Like,
Oh, hey guys, guess what? When I went to when I went on vacation, I bought 3 pounds of taffy.
Good job.
speaking of vacation, I'm going on
Yeah,
vacation as
yeah.
well here Monday. So I won't be uploading from Monday to Thursday or possibly
It's,
Wednesday.
it's okay though, guys. Marty and I will pre-record plenty of the Savage Sideshow for you, along with Big Cat here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but on July the 18th, I'll be going to the beach for almost 2 weeks, so I won't be home back.
We will pre-record a lot.
But, you know, going into Black Ops 3, the one thing I'm really excited about for Black Ops 3 will be the zombies more
Oh,
than the
God,
multiplayer.
yes.
I don't
Zombies.
know. I just think custom zombies in Black Ops 3 is going to be so fun.
There's custom zombies?
I'm pretty sure that there probably is going to be.
That would be killer.
They should do like a story mode for that zombie like they did in Black Ops 2.
Yeah,
They're probably going to continue on the story, but I don't know how, because
they're not going to. That's
Okay.
plain and simple. They get stuck and buried, and they just can't move on.
They'll probably
yeah,
do
because the what's his
No,
name?
no,
the
Marlton,
Rift. No.
he becomes a zombie, doesn't he?
Who? Stuhlinger becomes possessed by Richtofen or Maxis. No, it's Richtofen.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I'm talking about the dude in
Max
the white
is, like,
shirt,
takes over
glasses.
the world, and Rick Toppin has like
Marlton?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't become a zombie because he's there. Well, there are 2 rifts in the storyline. There are the one in Die Rise where they all die, but they get resurrected. And yeah, now obviously Marlton's a zombie in one of the teasers. And there's a rift in Buried where they're trapped for eternity, supposedly until the apocalypse ends.
That ain't gonna
Do you
happen.
think they're gonna have new
Okay.
characters, or are they gonna go back to Nikolai and
Little
them.
Nikolai.
Nikolai?
There's an inside
Kim
joke
Sn-
and a half.
Okay,
Yeah, Moon.
you know how like the first zombies like with like Rick Toffin.
Takio,
Yeah.
Dempsey, and
This is a little theory right here, but what if
hold on a second, Marty. Speak up a little bit, man. I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
okay, what if they're like ancestors to like Misty, Marlton, them? What they're ancestors to them? Like they're somehow connected.
Well, we know that Misty and Russman know each other previously, because supposedly they lived near each other. Because okay. Stuhlinger and Russman met during the apocalypse, and Misty and Marlton met up. Misty and Marlton were in town, or no, they were in transit. And saw a bus come by, and they're like, "Well, this is the end. It's going to hit us." And then out comes Stuhlinger and Russman, and Misty greets Russman almost as a friendly, like, "I know you" thing, like, "What's up, brother?"
Like it has like the like where he can't remember Russman. He can't remember who he was. Like I don't know.
Oh yeah, supposedly he's a massive CEO of possibly the company that tried to contain 115.
And more about Stuhlinger. I think he like eats like the zombies. I think.
Something's up with Stuhlinger, because his body can handle being possessed.
He reminds me of Rick Toffin. Tank Dempsey reminds me of Misty.
Yeah, Misty is pretty manly.
And Marlton I think would be like Nikolai.
No, Russman would be Nikolai.
Oh yeah.
Or
Sorry.
Marlton would be friggin'
Pacquiao.
yeah.
Would be,
Okay, now once we got the zombies conspiracy theory, you know, all this, the connection and everything.
We might talk about it deeper in my sideshow.
Okay, now we're gonna talk about the Ark. I have a feeling that the game sort of reminds me of what's that one game where you crash the plane, like the Hunted? or
Yep,
the Hunted?
yeah, it's the forest.
Oh yeah, that. It's either a mixture
want
between
to
that and
go
Stranded
back.
Deep, is what I imagine it as.
Ooh, okay, guys, there's a new animal being added. Me and Marty over here were discussing this whilst playing zombies. Gigantopithecus. It is a massive ape that you can tame, and it's pretty docile until you attack it and they can like, rip your head off by flicking its toenail. I don't know.
So basically, he's just like that baby demon zombie. Collingwood
What he does,
just goes ape shit on you.
well, ape shit, literally. You can also poop an Ark. But
One
anyway,
shot, you're dead.
anyway,
Yeah.
when you tame him, he sits there and picks berries and fibers, and he can launch you over walls. Yeah, that's all I'm getting so far from it, but it's pretty awesome.
I really want to tame like the game on that game. I would really have to tame like a raptor, a saber-tooth, and a T-Rex. That's all I want to
Yeah.
tame. Literally, all I want to tame.
All right, guys, we have Black Ops 3, the new Star Wars game. We have done Ark.
I thought there was one more game coming out this year. There's Need for Speed, but I don't know, you guys don't like it. I personally am really looking forward to it.
Oh wait, there's this one game I want to play.
Ooh, there is a new game, and it's in, it's in beta or alpha, and it's pretty much
Allison Road.
Allison Road.
Is it that?
It is almost identical to PT, but it might be PC based. It could be. I don't know yet, but it's almost like there's literally it's the sole successor to PT. It is supposed to be almost identical. It looks terrifying. The graphics are great. Oh my god, it's just you guys need to go check out their Facebook page. I will send a link to Big Cat, and he might put it in the description if he wants.
I will. And to wrap this podcast up, what are your guys' plans for the 4th of July, which is when this will be uploaded? Today.
I typically don't do a whole lot on 4th of July because I had a relative pass away, and he was in the Army and stuff, so we didn't cook out until last year, so I don't know what we're going to do this year.
I plan on probably going to watch fireworks, you know, the usual.
I'll probably go out to Canada and watch fireworks. I don't know. Like what they usually do. I think that's what they do.
I'm probably just going to, I don't know, chill with my family and stuff.
Yeah, that
Oh.
wraps up the podcast. Wrapping this up,